Welcome to Feng Shui Living, the podcast designed for busy women who want to de-stress, live with intention, and create a home that truly supports their well-being. Each week, I'll bring you practical tips, insightful ideas, and simple strategies to enhance both your home and your life. Let's get started. Quick pause before we jump in. If you love this podcast, you will love my book, Aligned at Home. Think of it as your design and energy guidebook to creating a space that supports your well-being and your goals. You can get a signed copy over on my website, purelivingwithlisamorton.com, or snag it on Amazon or wherever you buy books. I hope you enjoy it. Hello and welcome to Feng Shui Living Podcast. I am your host, Lisa Morton. And hey, friend, if you are watching on YouTube, you're going to see a little difference. And if you're listening, you might hear the audio quality is a little different, but I'm traveling. But I knew I wanted to get you this episode. And so here goes. I'm just traveling and making it work. But you will love the theme of this episode. It is travel feng shui. How to sleep better on vacation, because we are to that time of year. Spring break is happening, and many of you might be packing your bags, booking your flights, or heading out for just a little time away. And let's be honest, there is nothing worse than finally getting to your destination and realizing you just can't sleep. There's nothing worse. So it could be a different bed, a different pillow, different sounds, maybe that little light that's in the corner on that television blinking all night, or even just different energy, right? Suddenly, the place that you were hoping would be restful and relaxing, it feels anything but. But by the end of this episode, you will have a few simple tips and takeaways that will help your body relax and hopefully help you have a most wonderful spring break, wonderful vacation. So quick note, I did recently launch my Aligned at Home Collective. This is my monthly membership group to complement my book, Aligned at Home. We follow along in my new Aligned at Home workbook. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. If you want to be a part of this, it's only $19.97 a month investment. You get a ton, but here's what I will say. I specifically designed this membership group to be easy, to be low stress, low effort, unless you want to take that on. I've noticed recently that I've been joining some different groups, and while I've been very excited to be a part of them, there's a lot required. There is a lot required. There is a weekly email, there's a text thread, there's a Telegram chat, there's a live workshops, there's recorded lessons, and it's too much. And I don't know about you, but I've been running away from these. So my goal was to make it easy, one session a month, 1 hour a month. But I know you'll love it. So if you want to join, reach out. You can also pop over to my website and sign up right there. So let's get more into this sleep, because I want you to be prepared when you head out on your trip. So let's talk about why sleep can be hard when we travel. Our bodies are incredibly sensitive to our environment. If you've been listening to the podcast for a while, you know this already. It could be new lighting in the space that feels different. Maybe it's warmer, maybe it's cooler in color temperature. New smells, maybe an aromatherapy candle that you're not used to. Or I know my body gets activated when I smell a lot of manufactured fragrances when I'm not used to that. So I go to a short-term rental and I smell the heavy fragrance sheets. I literally won't be able to sleep all night. That one bothers me. It could also be a different mattress. Maybe you're used to a very firm mattress and this one is very soft. It also could just be the different energy in a room. Think of your nervous system kind of like a guard dog, like one of my mastiffs, right? When you're in a new place, it just stays a little more alert than normal, than you would if you were at home. no matter how much you want to relax and rest and enjoy this vacation, it just stays a little more alert. And that's kind of why the first night in your hotel or your rental can really feel restless, overwhelming, and you're just like, why am I not sleeping? I want to rest. But if there's one thing I've learned over the years of working in homes, it's that our environments either signal safety or they signal alertness. When we travel, everything changes at once. We're in a completely new environment. It's not like at home. We might introduce a new aromatherapy. We might bring in a new lamp. We might bring in fresh new set of sheets. But when we're traveling, everything is new to our body and to our nervous system. So the goal becomes helping your body settle into the space as quickly as possible. And I've got tips. I think I have 4 tips here. Number 1 is to create a mini home energy ritual. This is not your home, but we're going to um, signal to your body that this is your home. So, one of the simplest things you can do when entering a hotel room or rental is to pause for just even a moment. Now, open a window if possible. Unfortunately, I'm finding more and more hotel rooms permanently lock their windows, which can be really frustrating. But if you are able to open the window, crack the window open, get some fresh air, and then yourself take a deep breath. Let the space air out for just a minute. And instead of hurrying to unpack and do your things, just breathe. Maybe sit down on the chair, maybe sip a cup of tea or coffee if you brought that with you. Just sit or just stand there and breathe. Think of it like introducing yourself to the room. You're allowing this energy to shift from previous guests that have been in the space. And you can also quietly say in your mind, this is my space for the next few days. It sounds simple, but it really works surprisingly well. All right, so tip number 1 is to create that mini home energy ritual to greet the space as your temporary home. Number 2 is adjust the lighting. Most hotel rooms, their lighting isn't always designed for relaxation. However, I will say they're getting better and better about layering the lighting. But when you walk in, turn off those harsh, bright overhead can lights and turn on some of the nice lamps. Adjusting the lighting is a fast way to change the energy in a space. And soft lighting tells your body, it's time to wind down and it's safe to wind down. Something I personally love to do is carry along. I don't have it with me on this trip or else I would show you, but I carry along a it's a nightlight that's a Himalayan salt lamp. So it's a piece that goes on the top of a nightlight and it's a salt lamp. And I'll turn that on. Now I don't sleep with that on because I like my room very, very dark, like black when I sleep. But I will turn that on in the evening, turn down the lamps, maybe just have one lamp on and then my nightlight in the corner, the salt lamp, and it has that nice glow. It helps signal to my body. This is especially great in a hotel. All right, so we talked about adjusting the lighting. Tip number 3 is to reset the bed energy. Beds hold a lot of energy from previous guests. Guests going through emotions while they're trying to fall asleep and they're frustrated or laying in bed and having an uncomfortable discussion with someone on the phone or, and also think about how long someone is laying in a bed. They're going to be in the bed, in the bedroom, in the hotel room more than they're going to be sitting maybe at the desk. So really think about how much energy is in the bed or in that area. A quick trick that I like to do when traveling is really just to greet the bed. So, and energetically claim it as mine, if you will. I will smooth out the bedding. I will move the pillows around. I know how I like my pillows, and if they're not arranged that way, I will adjust it right away. I will remove those shams that I won't use and place those in the corner. Like prep the bed, turn it down if it's in the evening. Like prepare it and claim it as yours. It's just a small act that signals to your brain, this is my sleeping space now. You can shake out the pillows or, fold down the bedding. If maybe you brought your own pillow, put your own pillow in there or your own pillowcase, put it on the pillow. So it's claiming this as yours for your energy. All right, tip number 4. This is a good one. Bring one familiar item. Now, I bring more than one. You can bring however many you want, but maybe just start. If this is new to you, bring one item. Your brain and your body, it all relaxes when it recognizes something familiar. This could be your favorite tea. Maybe you have a favorite type of tea you love. So bring a little sachet and place it out on the table so you can see it. Maybe you really love your silk pillowcase, so you're going to bring your silk pillowcase and put that on the pillow. Put it on. Bring it along. Maybe you have been reading a really great book. Bring the book along, place it on the bedside table. Even one object can shift the feeling of this space. So think of maybe that one thing. It's just like bringing a little piece of home with you. Tip number 4, so that was bring one familiar item. Tip number 5 is to clear the travel chaos. And I cannot tell you how important this one is. Suitcases that have exploded across the room can create so much visual stress. So take a moment to organize your things when you arrive. Even if it's just placing your bag in one spot and clearing a surface. Now I get it. Sometimes you get to the hotel room and do your moment of airing it out. But then you're like, oh, I have things to get out and it lands everywhere. But then take a moment to organize. I personally don't take things out of my suitcase unless I'm hanging them up. They don't go in any drawers. They just go either hanging up or they stay in the suitcase. So I might take things out, hang up my dresses or things, and then arrange my suitcase so it's easy to get to those folded items. So just take time. Maybe you want to go in the bathroom and arrange your bottles, your skincare, just so. It adds to the experience by having these things feel nice, feel comfortable, and not like it's chaotic. Your room will immediately feel calmer and you will also sleep better. So that was clear the travel chaos, because I get it. Sometimes there can be a lot of chaos. So remember that any space we sleep in, it's those small adjustments that can make a really big difference. If you've been following my work, you know this. Small adjustments can have a huge impact. And travel should restore us. I want you to have the most amazing travel experience where you get away, you can feel your shoulders drop, you can take a big breath, and you can laugh and eat amazing food and go on your daily walk in the sunshine, do all those things that you want to do. And sometimes it really just takes a few intentional moments to help your body relax in that new space, because sleep is so important. So if you are traveling this spring break, think about these tips and take a little feng shui with you. All right, I wish you all safe travels. If you're having a staycation, make it extra special too. All right, take care, friends. I'll see you soon. Special thanks to our sponsor, Elevated Living School of Holistic Design and Feng Shui. For more information, head over to the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, give us a 5-star review, and share this episode with a friend. We'll see you next time.